Yesterday, Twitch fell foul of one of the biggest hacks of a website that I've seen, with 125 gigabytes of information being just released into the wild. And this included everything from over 6,000 GitHub repositories, with everything from their source code for their website to their apps and unreleased products, to actually streamers' revenue and personal information. Now, the reaction to this and the backlash from streamers was mixed, with different opinions, with some of them saying that this will severely hurt streamers in the future.
Was the leak a big deal? The reason the leaks are a big deal, this is a more unique thing on Twitch than it is on, let's say, like YouTube, for example. People develop a personal connection with this individual. If you have a streamer that has a high relatability, and then you find out this streamer is making $800,000 a year, meanwhile, you've been donating to him and you're making $40,000 a year, and you're trying to help out your boy and you're part of the community, you're going to feel a little bit stupid for that.
To the Nick Merckx take of, don't any of you have a calculator?
Bro, a lot of people were kind of, bro, they were surprised, you know? I don't know, I said this to my chat, I said, you have a calculator? I mean, no, I'm serious. They were all like, people were tweeting me like, "Oh my god, bro, I can't believe." Like, what do you, bro? Everything we do is out in the open, you know. But aside from that, like, it kind of sucks that all the personal information's out there. You know what I mean? Probably gonna get a couple pizzas ordered to the crib this week, which is not my favorite thing, you know.
And honestly, I'm with Nick Merckx on this one. You see, this source, although yes, when you see it all in a big list, it's pretty impactful. We know how much the subscription costs, we know the cut that a streamer gets, we know what Twitch actually moves it up to when you hit a certain number. So you could just work this out on your own, because we all know what streamer subscription numbers are just anyway. But there's long been this attitude among streamers that if your viewers find out what you earn, they'll stop subscribing to you. Now, despite people like Harris Heller just publishing their information and not being hurt for it, this has still caused a lot of streamers to play very close to their chest just because they think that this rumor is true. And so those were not very happy on this list, because it wasn't just this list you see in front of you. I believe there was like 1,000 or 10,000 different people were published on this, all in order. And while this does just only include their subscription numbers, it doesn't include anything like exclusive contracts, sponsorships, bits, or donations. It's still a hefty amount of their income, although obviously if you factored all those other things in, I think you would see this list change about by quite a bit. My favorite one on this is actually, if you look at _unknown_, as far as I'm concerned, that could probably only be Dr. Disrespect. And come on, Twitch, you daren't even put his name in your private back-end files that can only be found when you get hacked. It seems a little bit petty to me, but I am surprised just how far Dr. Disrespect was on this list when he hasn't even been on Twitch for a year at this point. But we've seen the different streamer reactions that we've had over here. But, as I ever say, when it comes to anything gaming related, there's only one thing on my mind. What does Kotaku think? And they think that the problem is that only 3% of all the top streamers are women, and that's a problem for something apparently. I mean, remember, all of Twitch's viewership is taken in a free market. They choose where they subscribe. They choose where their money goes. But I can only assume that Kotaku sees that as a problem and it must be redistributed for some reason. Maybe, I don't know, force people to subscribe to certain streamers. I don't really know why. Now, initially, there was some issues with this list, as some streamers said it just wasn't accurate, and it kind of put doubt on whether there was a hack in the first place. But then Twitch did come out and confirm that indeed a breach had taken place. And around this time, you started to get reports from other people that had actually downloaded the files, that the hackers seemed to have gone to some length to actually remove viewer information from it so that they didn't link their kind of login details or passwords or anything like that. Although this is contradicted by a later Amazon post, where they say that at this time, no indication of login credentials have been exposed, although it could continue to investigate. And they also admit that this is down to a Twitch server configuration. Likely they just had configured it so that folders were just completely viewable from the outside. So not so much of a hack as just someone found a window that you just left open and decided to climb on in. Now, as of 6:33 AM this morning, which is about 6 hours ago as I record this, they still haven't actually posted what was leaked. They've said that login credentials don't seem to be one of them, but they're not even admitting admitting what we know for a fact because people have downloaded the files. It's weird. They could at least admit that the files that we know about have been leaked and then try and investigate what else may have been held back later for another possible drop or just filtered out for kind of morality issues. But so far, they haven't said anything about it. All they have said is that with abundance of caution, we are resetting the stream keys. So they're not even resetting the user's passwords at this point, which seems a little bit weird to me. Normally, you'd only not reset passwords if you think people are still in the system. But if you know exactly how they got access and it wasn't through an internal method of some sort, I don't know why you wouldn't do that just out of an abundance of precaution. But it wasn't just source code and streamer revenue information that got leaked. You had proprietary SDKs and internal AWS services, and my favorite was an unreleased Steam competitor from Amazon Game Studios. Yeah, these servers weren't just Twitch servers. Oh no, they had access to everything, including Amazon Game Studios, who were planning to take on Steam. And of course, if you were going to take on Steam, what would you nickname said product? It can only be Vapor. Yes, Steam Vapor, the product that everybody wants. And I'm quite curious about this because there's a reason why Steam has been so successful, and it's not just that they were first. There have been plenty of opportunities and challenges for people to take over, and Steam hasn't always been on top of development. Just because they've been expanding so fast, a lot of other things slip to the side. No, the reason Steam has been a success is because they know what PC gamers want. They know they want a free platform where there is no exclusives. Everything is free, open, and you can go wherever you want, and you're not held or forced by any kind of company. Other people have come in and tried to take them on, and they've normally done it by exclusives, such as Epic, who bought developers and took games away, and nobody likes it because everybody wants them on Steam. And so it's interesting to see the route that Amazon might have been taking. Because everybody knows that Amazon can sell physical products. They already sell physical games, and so selling digital games, it's not that big of a change for them by any means. Although it's difficult to know how they would bring people across. Yeah, you've got Twitch audience, but Discord also started selling games, and I don't think that ended up very well for them either. Just because you've got a market doesn't mean people want to buy them from you. If you want to keep giving people free choice and just winning them over by services, they're going to have to give a software which is actually better than Steam. This is something that Epic hasn't managed to do. So if Amazon take the Epic route and start getting exclusives, which is probably what a load of suits in an office would think they should do, then they're going to inherit exactly the same reputation that Epic did. That people just don't want to buy their games. It kind of puts a bad taste in the mouth when you refer to them. So there's two different routes they could go, the exclusives or the free platform. And if I was Amazon, I'd definitely be going the Steam route and just building out a better software, a better customer experience, and competing on merit. So this idea is very interesting, but I'm just not sure how likely it is to succeed, especially as if in the office they don't have actual PC gamers that can tell them about the culture, about what people want, and about their opinions. And let's face it, given by how Twitch has dealt with things in the past, it doesn't look like they have too many of those. Now, for me, this entire thing is something that I'm more interested in how it impacts the future of Twitch. Because Twitch has had knock after knock after knock to their reputation, and a lot of it has been self-imposed. And then recently, I had Tim the Tatman and Dr. Lupo move from Twitch to YouTube. This actually made YouTube be taken more seriously as a gaming streaming platform. And if I had to say, I don't think their moves were just because of the money. I think there were reasons that had happened internally at Twitch, which were partly down to Twitch's reputation, which will have had an impact on their decisions to move. Especially when these same people were offered mixer contracts and never left. So this is just another domino falling over in a long line of disasters for Twitch, and I don't know how they're going to get back on their feet, but honestly, it's going to take something big. The reputation just keeps getting damaged, and they just keep shooting themselves in the foot. So for me, I'm interested to see if this has any long-term consequences. Could it contribute to more people thinking, that YouTube's looking pretty good, I'm going to try it out over there? Or are the people on Twitch just so entrenched in it that nobody really wants to leave, no matter how badly they're treated or how badly Twitch messes up? I think Twitch has a lot of work to do if they want to regain their reputation. They're going to have to come out with a lot of stuff, a lot of new features, and honestly, the features that they've just announced, it's only harming them more. When a company keeps getting knock after knock after knock, even if the actual thing has no impact on its own, it can build into a bigger picture, which has a perceptual damage over time. And so I don't know where this path is going. I don't know where the domino trail will end. So I'm very interested in seeing where that last domino drops. But for now, that's it from me. If you liked the video, press like and subscribe for more videos in the future, and let me know what you think of Twitch and the Twitch hack down below. But for now, that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.